Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Latest Wealth. My dear friends, I'm Kailash. I'm a financial advisor as well as a wealth coach. I'm an investor in stock market as well as I'm an entrepreneur. It's my passion to give the education for the people about finance. Because in India, most of the people are interested in academic education, professional education. But only this field, the financial education, most of the people I can say they are blindly following the brokers and friends and relatives. Actually, there are wonderful opportunities in the stock market, and not only stock market, in the real estate and in the business. Actually, there are only three wonderful investments in the world. One is the business, another is real estate, another is stock market. But unfortunately, most of the people, they are not entering in the stock market, which is actually damn easy compared to the engineering, compared to the medicine, compared to chartered accountants or whatever you are doing education for 4 or 5 years. Stock market is easier compared to all this one. But unfortunately, most of the people, they are not entering into stock market. Recently, when I was called as a chief guest for one particular college, and there were some employees as well as the students were also, almost more than 1,000 people were there. When I was saying about the stock market, I was giving a lecture on investment on business, real estate and stock market, some people start saying, sir, how can we invest now? Now stock market is falling down. I said, Arey, this is the right time to invest in stock market when stock market is falling down. Then some people started asking me, sir, why stock market is falling down? We heard that some time back, stock market always going up, but why it is coming down? Then I said, my dear friends, actually stock market is not coming down. There are some hype was there, the hype has gone. Now the correction is happening. After the correction, once again, stock market will start coming up. And some people ask me, what is the reason? I heard that some speakers were very nicely explaining why the stock market is falling down. And they were giving some 1 or 2 reasons. And some of the students were also giving, some of the professors were also giving. Then a lot of students asking me, sir, can you give me some other reasons? Then I thought, why we should not prepare one video exclusively on why stock market is falling down. In this video, we are going to discuss some particular points, the points why stock is falling down, and not only one this, and I am not talking about entire stock market, excuse me. It's about particular stock, why some particular stocks and shares prices are coming down. My dear friends, please watch fully, because here also once again each point is interlinked, and it is not your textbook where we can write exactly point by point. Here I am sharing my knowledge. Here I have not come to teach you or preach you, just I want to share the knowledge, so that what will happen is the fear, whatever you are having about stock market, my effort is to remove that fear, because knowledge removes the fear. When you are having a knowledge, when you take action, when you start getting positive results, then the fear will start going up. The fear will start vanishing. That's the reason. Let us start. Let me check it out with one by one. Why stock price comes down? First reason is the profits. When particular company profits are coming down, naturally it will affect the stock price. Why the profits come down, tell me? Because some people say sales come down. Yes, my friends, sometimes what happens, even though sales are high, profits will come down. Huh? Yes, let me tell you. Suppose sales are very good, sales are very high, but very less margins. What will happen? Profits will come down. Suppose sales are high, but the company is having more expenses on infrastructure or salaries or the marketing. Suppose more expenses than the income. What will happen? It will affect your profits. That's what, when the profits are coming down, naturally stock price also start coming down. That's why it is your responsibility as a fundamental investors. You should check it out, what are the profits company is making in each month and every year, what company is making the profits. Of course, nowadays A lot of websites you will get it, because SEBI has made very strict that they have to clearly inform to the SEBI what are the sales, what are the net sales, what is the operating cost, all the details. If you want, you can go into a website nowadays, internet, especially one wonderful website what I like is moneycontrol.com. You can get a lot of results. Same the way Economic Times, screening, like this, a lot of websites are there. However, we are going to prepare one more particular video which are the useful websites for stock market. Yes. So first thing is profits. Next point is top executives leaving the company. Suppose one company is in some struggling situation at particular moment, or even though the company is a wonderful position, and that particular moment all of a sudden one of the best CEO leaves that company, immediately it will affect the stock prices. Then stock market will start take the stock prices of some particular script will coming down, because market takes it as a very sentiment. For example, let me tell you, long time back when for short span of time Steve Jobs come down from the Apple, immediately Apple stock started falling down. When he took back, immediately Apple stock started rising. So that's also management, the more important. The next point is, suppose management in scams. Some rumor, or it may be true or false. Suppose some news comes that management is in the scam. Not entire management, not all the board of directors, even if one or two board of the directors, or even one or two people from high level management, they involved in some of the scams, immediately it will affect the stock price. For example, you might have seen recently in India, Sahara Parivar. What happened? Stock price has come down. Even though stock market was in a high bull market, it affects that particular script, right? Like there was a news that in ICICI Bank, Chanda Kochar, whether she is in the scam or not, we don't know, but market took it as a sentiment. It affects the ICICI Bank stock prices, right? Next, famous investor sells that particular company stocks. Suppose, let us see, when it comes to world, Warren Buffett is one of the biggest investors. Like this, a lot of people are there. Suppose Warren Buffett is having some big stocks, he starts selling the big chunk of his stocks, then market people and small investors, they'll go with the news and immediately they start selling that one. That affects the stock market price. And same the way in India, like a Rakesh Jhunjhunwala or Vijay Kedia or Ramdev Agarwal, this type of investors, when they start selling the big chunk, actually it doesn't mean that when they are selling the stock is not good, because they might have got some wonderful opportunities better than the stock, but most of the investors take the news and start selling the stocks. That affects the stock market to fall down, stock prices to come down. Next, suppose some famous analyst recommends, say a lot of followers are following that stock market analyst. It may be in the TV, or it may be in the social media, or in a YouTube. Some famous are in the newspaper or in the magazines. Followers may be there, and sometimes earlier his recommendations was perfectly right, and earlier his tips were also correct. At that particular moment, in alignment with the news of the company, suppose he recommends, no, this stock is not at all good, sell as fast as possible. If he says one word, also it affects the market. So sometimes stock market analysts also, they play the vital role. And sometimes in the conspiracy also happens, some big companies pay the money to stock market, and competitor may pay the money to stock market analyst and tell them to show that so and so particular competitor stock is coming, you have to sell it. Then the stock market, particular stock price will start coming down. Next point may be loss of major customers. Especially what will happen is some of the IT field it affects. Suppose in IT field what will happen, some big companies, they'll be dealing with 3 or 4 major customers. Say they are from other country. Some major customers, they drop their orders, whatever may be the reasons. Then the news spread out, immediately it will affect the stock price, and it depends on the percentage. Suppose I have seen some particular IT sector field, they are dealing with only 3 or 4 customers. That too with the 3 or 4 major customers. All of a sudden the major customer withdrawn, immediately it will start affecting the stock price. Next is, in the market, as earlier we were saying that sometimes emotions will start playing a lot of effect on the stock market. Next point is lot of sales is happening. When everybody starts saying, especially new and retailer investors start selling by listening to, earlier as I said, that when major investor sells, all the people start seeing that and they start also selling, then the like euphoria, like a mass, most of the people start selling, and the people who are fundamentally strong, sometimes it affects their emotions. They start thinking, because when everybody is selling, there must be something wrong in the stock, then they start selling. There's a pressure of selling, maximum people are selling, then there are chances that stock market will take into that consideration and the particular stock will start coming down. Next, suppose in particular incident I have observed, I don't want to mention some particular company, some particular company caught in fire. So what happened? The factory destroyed due to major fire accident. Now tell me, if the major fire accident, can the company will be able to produce the products? When no product, no sales. During a fire accident, what happened? A lot of employees also, they lost their lives. Even though management may be strong, they are having a property, but all the machinery and the product have been burned. It is a major cause for the loss. For some time, investors want to maintain distance from that particular script. That's why the stock price of that particular stock will start coming down. Next is natural disasters. Yes, my friends, sometimes natural disasters also play a vital role in the stock market. Yes, suppose, let us see, some industries are near the coastal belt. During the tsunami, some of the industries, the buildings have collapsed. It will affect the stock price. Some natural calamities, like a pipelines. So what will happen? It will affect the natural due to earthquake. Lot of rates have come down. Suppose factory has gone and destroyed with the earthquake. What will happen? Now investors want to come out of the stock. That also affects stock price to come down. This is natural loss. Of course, it is not in our hands. These are purely external factors, nothing to do with the management. Even though management is good, products are good, and there is a heavy demand for that product, particular product. Imagine one earthquake has happened, the factory has crushed into pieces. Now tell me, who is going to invest in that product? Like this. My friends, these are some of the factors I shared, and if you like these products, some of the things I have shared, why is, once you are having a knowledge why the stock market fall down, why the stock prices will come down, you with this knowledge, so that you will, how you will come to gain the knowledge. Nowadays social media is there, you can go through the media, start learning, start understanding about this concept, so that you can minimize your losses in investing. Hope you like this program. We are going to create some more wonderful videos. This is not completed. Next episode we are going to share some more 10 reasons why the particular stock price will start coming down. It will help you to make money in the stock market. Thank you very much for watching. Till we meet again, enjoy every bit of life. Have a nice day and bye-bye.